Comedy TV. It's live comedy on YouTube, and you're watching Between Friends, a show where we get two friends to talk to their friends about their friendship. Let's give it up for your two friends today, Sharjil, Rasool, and Paul Aihoshi.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the interview nobody requested. Nobody asked for this.
I think my parents would like this.
Also my parents. No, for sure, yeah. My parents.
They're always asking me about you.
Really? Oh, that's so sweet.
My dad can't say your name properly.
Todd? You're telling me Todd can't
Todd?
say my name?
No, that's my brother.
That's
Tom.
Your brother.
Yeah.
No, exactly, Tom. That's what I...
Or are they? I don't know. Yeah. Hi. Okay.
Hey, Paul. I'm so happy I'm doing this.
Yeah, me too. Okay, let's. Oh man. Okay. So...
There we go. Coco requested this.
Coco.
Yes.
Thanks,
Coco. The wonderful Coco.
Yeah, thanks. I gotta talk to this guy for who knows
how
long.
I gotta talk to this. Here we go. We had a full discussion about pointing properly, and we're doing it. Yeah. There we go. We're pointing. As if we've got like a water leak from ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We just also want to remind everyone that there's also another link below.
It's under Paul.
It's under me. Yeah. And then there's a link to donate to Bad Dog Theater to help keep this theater running and all that. $3 or more gets you a tax receipt. So. And yeah, Sharjil loves those tax receipts.
It's tasty, tasty.
Yum.
And donate. This is the best theater.
It's great.
All right, your money's going to a great place. So
yeah,
make it more than $3 or whatever you can afford. So please, it's amazing.
I've shared many memories with Sharjil at Bad Dog Theater.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here.
Mostly getting him cab rides to go home because, I don't know, he was drinking maybe too much or something.
Anyways, so we got to questions. So the way this works is we're gonna ask each other questions, and I guess I'm gonna start this off. And what better way to start this off than this question, which is, how did we meet, Paul?
Well, okay. During one of Sharjil's crazy nights on a New Year's, this was this is a comedy bar though. And at first, I've seen this guy around, and we both used to live in the same area. And after I think a New Year's night, we shared a cab with a few other friends on the way home. This is when I first met Sharjil. I don't know if he remembers anything, but everyone got dropped off, and there was just me and this guy in the car. He's passed out, mumbling or something in the front seat to the taxi driver, and the taxi driver's like, "Is this guy gonna be okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he lives over. Apparently, he lives over there. So yeah, just drive him over there." So I gave the cab Sharjil's fare just to make sure. But then I didn't stay to help get get him inside. I didn't know who the Sharjil was, and that was my first experience with Sharjil. And then I remember the next day you messaged me, incredibly embarrassed and asking how much you owed me.
Which I don't. Yeah. Did I pay you? I think I paid you.
No, I said no. I said no. Don't worry about it, because you're only like a couple minutes away from me back then, so it was like nothing. So.
Right. Yeah, I remember. Well, you know what? I remember a ride where like we were talking like this is where we were getting to know each other. And I was just like, hey, let's go to McDonald's. Like, let's grab some food. And you're like, no, I got a lot of spaghetti at home. Like, I remember you saying you had like a huge Tupperware of spaghetti.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, that's cool. But then you're just like, yeah, but maybe one day I could come over and we could bake cookies. And I'm like, I love this guy. Absolutely. No one's ever offered that up to me. So.
Did we bake cookies?
We didn't end up baking cookies, but we've you taught me how to bake bread. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. That was great. That was at your old place.
Yeah.
That countertop, you just like threw flour. Yeah. It was.
Yeah. We got messy. You got 2 loaves, or like 1.5. One was really small. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. 1.5. I remember we had it, and you were like, once it came out of the oven, you were like, we got to have a slice now.
Oh
Here's the trick. You got to put some of that butter on, and then you had it.
And like have it right away.
Warm, fresh bread.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it is. And we did that pre-pandemic, right? Like, because everyone started doing their thing, but we were
doing that like what 5 years before the 5
years.
Who knows?
5 years. Somebody said we saw it coming. So,
we were prepared. We were preparing ourselves. I have a question for you.
Really?
Yes.
What's the question?
How did we become friends?
How did we become?
Which is a question I need to know, Sharjil.
Exactly.
I still don't know yet.
Oh yeah, how did we become friends? Let's think about this, because so before I got to know you, I'm like, okay, so this is Yitzy's best friend.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, so he's got his own thing going on. He's already met a wonderful human being.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh yeah, but I like this guy. This guy's like very like funny, because I remember it was also the same time you had your online magazine.
Oh yeah, Mr. Happy magazine.
Mr. Happy magazine, that's right.
Ran for a year, and then I was like, this is too much. I can't do it.
Yeah. I remember like I came across it, I'm like, because I didn't know anything about you, but I only knew you through Mr. Happy magazine, and I'm like, I need to be friends with this human being. Like there's something going on inside of that guy's head.
Yeah.
And I want to be a part of it. But yeah, like I think it was I have the same memory of like, I feel like this is kind of the same as like the first question, like in terms of how we met, like is kind of how we became friends. Because for whatever reason, I still remember a cab ride together where we were getting to know each other. Yeah. And we started, I think, from like the Charlotte Room, which was this old bar, which became Roxy on King. They switched location, but same owners.
Yeah.
We would be there after like training center, like Second City Training Center stuff. And we just started taking the same cabs home because we lived close to each other, and it was just those cab rides that we got to know each other, and we're like, let's also hang out.
Yeah.
And then we started meeting up at your place because you lived at the condo building that was, what was it called? The Super Condo? Or what was the Super
Club?
Super Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Super Club, which is, so you had like this basketball gym, like a full gym where it had like a running track around the gym. So people, so in the middle, people are on their treadmill, lifting weights, while you had like us two losers just like running, a few laps around that.
Those are some of the, like, we were so stupid. I always forgot that people were able to look over at the gym and see us, because we would take all the kids like baby toys and set them up all over the gym as obstacles to jump over. But when we're doing this together, we're being like, look out for the car, and we jump over the car and like, oh. So it's just these muscular guys looking down at us, like jumping over toys and being like and screaming.
Screaming. Yes. Oh my! I forgot that. But that was like this like dark room, like behind the basketball court, right? It was like in the basketball court.
Yeah.
The indoor basketball court where it had like all these kids' toys and all these like deflated balls, and then we would just set it up around the court.
We would take them all out like kids would.
Like, and we would just be so happy, like and just run around.
Not
play, that's how we
would not play basketball or any of the. Well, we kind of did, but not really. We were just being stupid and. But we got our exercise in.
We got our exercise. We got our cardio in, and we were having our own fun. Like we made cardio fun.
Yeah.
While also isolating people, like like people keeping people away from us.
Yeah, people would come to the gym and be like, no thank you. And then,
no thank you. Yeah, so we had the place to ourselves. So
exactly,
it was smart. Some might say it was smart.
It was.
But it was a great way. It was so fun us being neighbors because we wouldn't plan these things. It would just wake up in the morning. It's just like, hey, you want to come over?
Yeah.
And just be in the Super Club, and like those were some of my fun memories. Because I mean, after all that, we would then go to the sushi place that's connected to your building.
Yeah, Mine Sushi.
Mine Sushi, it's so good. I hope it's still there. I hope it survived.
It's a chain, a small chain, but should still be there.
Very good quality sushi. So we would always end our workouts all sweaty and sticky and go to sushi.
We didn't believe in bathing back then.
No.
Or
Still
now.
don't. Still don't. So I don't know if that answered like how we became friends, but I feel like that was like the early stages of our friendship.
Yeah, I think living in the same area, like be south of the CN Tower and like not being around really anyone else. It was more just it's like, well, there's no one else to hang out with.
Exactly. There's no one else, which is why the show's called Between Friends. I mean, it's not like we're friends. It's just it's the same term as someone being between jobs.
Yeah.
Right now we're between friends.
Exactly.
We're just trying to find new friends, but in the meantime, Paul will do.
Sharjil will do. It's fine.
Yeah,
whatever.
We're between friends. Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. All right. Is it my turn to ask?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. So on that note, describe our friendship in 5 words.
Dumb.
Yeah. Perfect.
Lovely.
Oh.
Okay. Different. Let's see. Come up with a couple more. I think of other words for dumb, but
can you put your fingers closer to the camera?
Oh,
yeah.
What are you trying to do? I don't know. Let's see. Man, isn't like we're pretty close. Close. Let's say close. Yeah.
I'd say close.
Well, I can think of more now. Short. Where like dweebs.
Yeah.
I got 6. I got.
Now
6.
We're talking. Honestly, the 5 started on your second hand, so we're technically you're at 1.
Yeah, I'm on 1 now. Now I'm rolling.
Yeah. That's perfect. Yeah.
I got 6 there. We're. I think we're. Yeah, we're pretty close. I don't know. We're both short. We're both handsome. Sex symbols.
Sex symbols.
Yeah. And
Look, this is a bit you started.
Yeah.
You had your 5.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just.
Well, sex symbol counts as 2, right?
Yeah,
2
it
words.
does. Sex
Yeah.
and symbol.
And symbol.
And
And dweeb.
and dweeb and nerdy and glasses and teeth. We both have teeth.
Teeth. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the perfect 5. I mean, I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if we have to like even just use that as like a launching pad, dweeb. I mean, that's for me encapsulates it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
Once I got to know you, I'm just like, oh, it's just
Yeah.
instant. It was like if this makes sense, it's like it was instant comfort. Getting to know you because I'm like, oh yeah, there's no like trying involved. There's no like having to put on some sort of front. It's just instantly accepting what is, and just whatever comes out of our mouth. Like if if anyone's like a fly on the wall when we're having a conversation, like they would probably be frustrated to see what we're saying, but what's fun for me is that like whatever we say, it's just we just keep it going. We're not like stopping each other. We're not like, oh wait, what does that mean? Like no, we just accept each other.
Yeah, we keep rolling off our dumb stuff.
Our dumb stuff.
And we can both see that we're like, oh, why are we doing this? And we're still going.
But we'll still do it. Yeah. Because what else? What else is there? There's nothing else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we got nothing else.
We got nothing else.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
Right.
Can you this feels like it's a lot about me. Describe the first time you saw me on stage.
First time I saw you on stage. The first time I saw you, technically the first time I saw you on stage was us performing together.
Possibly, yeah.
So this is one of my favorite memories. Because this was when we did the Disaster Show. I think that's the first time we did something together.
We did. I think we did one improv show. We were asked to do something. Oh, we were asked to do a show at SoCap, one of McCready's shows.
That was before Disaster?
It was before Disaster, because because I remember we were like, okay, we got to practice. We went to the training center. We rehearsed in a theater or in one of the studios, and then at SoCap, I remember we were picking each other up to screw in a light bulb and just spinning around, and no one laughed. No, everyone was just confused.
Okay, sounds about right. Okay.
And then we ended up doing like Disaster after that.
Okay. Oh, I forget that particular. Unless we're thinking, know what? I do remember that jam. I thought that came after.
I think that was our first thing, because I feel like Disaster. We were already like, okay, now we know how dumb we are.
Right. So let's plan this set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Is that that was the same night where we got a ride with Rasool?
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so if that was the first time, so then that's the first time. Okay.
Yeah.
But then what I was referring to was our Disaster set, which was that was a lot of fun. And it's funny because we didn't plan what we're going to do what we were going to do on the show until the day of.
Yeah.
And like we've talked about it before, like we started off the day by being at the Super Club, so we played basketball, we ran around with toys. Like kids' toys around the court, and we came back all sweaty. We're like, okay, we should probably talk about what we're going to do. And we just sat around and we like looked at what was at your place, and you had your loop pedal.
Yeah.
So we just decided for the show we're gonna, or at least, well, I don't play the guitar, you play the guitar, so you were gonna just play a tune on the loop pedal,
I think.
and we're gonna loop it. But the setup of it was we had like a baby doll, right?
So is this the one where we spoke the nursery rhyme?
The nursery rhyme. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a
So
baby.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
And
That's the loop. Yes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we looped our nursery rhyme, and then no. First, it started off with you tossing a dildo up into the ceiling and it sticking there.
Yes.
That's key.
That was key. Yeah.
And
it was on the first try, right?
First
like
try.
It was at the Ossington. Yeah.
We were dead serious the entire time. We did a nursery rhyme, and it went on loop, and then I kept re-recording that loop with our moans, and then we got more moanier and moanier, and we fell to the ground, and we just kept moaning as it kept repeating itself over and overlapping each other. Yeah, this is what we do.
We did theater.
It's odd. I just remember one person in the front crying her eyes out.
It was one.
Yeah. She came up to us after and said she loved it so much. And she was
exactly. Yeah.
Other people,
not so much.
Not so much. They were too amazed by your dildo throwing skills.
That's it. I mean, on the first try, it was. Do you have it? I would have. Maybe we don't need to try it. Whatever. We don't need
no,
to.
No.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I just got it back
really?
from Colin Sharp. Was hanging on to it for a very long time.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but that was the first time, at least for me, where we did something where it was just us, and that was like the point where I'm just like, okay, right, I'm gonna have a lot of fun performing with this human being.
Yeah.
It was such a joy and still a joy, and I love every time we get to be on stage together.
Yeah.
If that doesn't exist anymore.
That doesn't happen anymore. No.
Doesn't happen anymore, but whatever. Yeah. At least we have this. Thanks to Bad Dog.
Donate to Bad Dog.
Donate to Bad Dog.
The $3 or more gets you a tax receipt.
Yum. Yeah. Remember, it's yummy. Yummy.
Good. Whose turn is it now?
I believe it's my turn.
Yeah. We're getting through these pretty slowly.
Pretty slowly? Yeah, what's the take? Let's see. Okay, let me... so I've got the questions on in another window. All right. Now my turn. Paul, describe the first time you saw me on stage.
Probably...
Did we just...
the other one was me, and now it's you. Okay, so I think... Yeah, I've seen you perform a bunch of times because I used to go to all the after class shows and see your your levels or your con class, and so I'd seen you a ton of times, and I didn't think anything of you. Sorry, man.
No, but that's the right reaction.
That to me it was just another class with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And I think because I would watch everyone's class because you guys would go after show, and then when your con class would work on material and improvise stuff, and I would watch all that stuff. And it was fun. It was cool to see what was coming up, and but yeah, I mean, I don't remember anything particular because I saw so much improv back then. That it all is kind of a blur. It was mostly getting to know everyone at the Charlotte Room. Yeah.
Oh, those Charlotte Room days.
Yeah. But I couldn't tell you the first what when I saw you on stage. I've seen you multiple times, so and yeah. You're a great improviser. I guess what?
No.
Oh, sorry, I meant someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Must have been someone else in your con class.
As far as Jeffrey Cork, I believe he's on. Jeffrey, hey Jeff.
Oh, Jeff, is he? I
believe he is, unless he left. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Are you seeing those conversations? I don't see those. Wait.
I feel like we get.
We can see... I click on comments and I can see.
Click on comments.
Oh, there we go. It was a lot of Jeff Cork. Oh, Jeff is a great guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, great guy. That's who I was probably talking about.
Yeah, it's Jeff Cork. Yes.
Let me ask you a question. Sorry that I don't remember anything about. What's a memory of a time we improvised together? I think we answered that. Well, let's talk about another time.
Another time. Another time. Okay, that would be well. I think for me the most favorite of them all was the world's biggest improv tournament. That series of shows was, I don't even know how to describe it, because it was the most fun I've ever had. But those shows were giving you a stomach ache. I remember you would show up, your stomach would be hurting. You're like, I hope, we get kicked out, because I can't take this hurt anymore. Yeah. And then we would go through onto the next round, and you would be kind of disappointed. Yeah. In a way, obviously happy, but at the same time, you're like, oh my God.
Well, yeah, I felt bad because I wasn't considering myself an improviser back then. It was just I had taken no classes. This is before I had any involvement with Bad Dog Theater, and I felt bad. I don't mean to brag, but I was getting there. I felt first of all, I was nervous about doing these shows because people had to judge you, and then and then getting through them and considering the stuff that we were doing, which was we just jumped for the entire time and said nothing pretty much.
We did nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, why are people laughing? Why are we getting through? I felt awful. I don't even know what we did was improv.
It for sure wasn't improv.
I found I remember our one of my favorite. Well, that's the thing. I remember each one of those was quite memorable. Each one we did, I remember them. But I literally we did nothing. We did
for every single one of them. We did nothing. If I were to think back, none of them were real scenes. They weren't.
In our last show, we hid behind a curtain and just peeked out just every once in a while.
Yeah.
And then eventually we came out, and then there was just a random plastic bag on stage, and I choked you with it, and I smothered you with it.
But you smothered me. But before that, we were slow dancing. So we were hiding behind the curtain, and then we kept peeking out, and then we eventually emerged from behind the curtain, and then we started to slow dance for whatever reason. It was a beautiful moment, and then you smothered me with a plastic bag. And this was the final show. This is when it was the showcase for the final 4 duos. Yeah. And that's what we decided to do. Yeah.
So we didn't do anything. We did not do. We never did a scene throughout the entire. Improv.
Exactly. And people will always say we didn't do anything, trying to be humble, but it's truly we did nothing, and quite shocking that we were able to get past any sort of rounds, and we put Matt McCready through all that nonsense. He's just trying to showcase what Toronto has to offer, and everyone else was doing phenomenal, wonderful improv. Yeah. I'm happy we didn't win that. For sure. That would have been I would feel so bad. So bad. Yeah. Because everyone was doing great. Everyone before us was doing really good improv. And they were doing amazing. Everyone was amazing. Yeah. Amazing. But honestly, it was so much fun. It was just a nice little journey. It was one of the few times where, I know as a performer, you shouldn't think about the audience, whoever you're sharing the stage with. Yeah. Those are the only people you think about. And every time I performed with you, it was just it was only you. It was, for me, it was only you and me there. Yeah. And the plastic bag.
Plastic bag. Whatever props we found, whatever garbage we found on stage.
On the second floor of SoCap. Yeah. Yeah.
Which was
and then because it was the final 4, it was the final 4, the final round. So we got to do 2 scenes. So the first scene, you smothered me with a plastic bag, and then the second scene, you tweaked your back.
Yeah, I tweaked my back smothering you with a plastic bag.
That's right. Okay.
I pulled a muscle on my back, so we sat the entire time. That honestly, that was probably our only scene we did, and we bombed.
Exactly, because it was like finally, like it was grounded because we physically injured ourselves.
Yeah.
And but I took off my shirt. I remember. And
we took off our shirts. Yeah.
We took off our shirts. I remember, and that was a period of time where I was very, very self-conscious about my nipples.
Yeah.
And I just remember sitting there on stage, and one of the first times I've just taken off my shirt, and it was, we lost.
And we lost.
So there was no payoff.
But it was the beginning of you taking off your shirt and all your clothes in all your Second City shows. So
that's right, because you would record all of them, and I remember you just tell me you've literally taken off your shirt like every single time, Sharjil.
Yeah. So you were typecast in your.
But honestly, it was for you. It was for you because I mean, because you were recording all of the Second City shows, so
yeah.
I knew you'd be there, so I'm like, this is for Paul. This is only for.
Thank you.
For you.
All right, I'll take it.
But yes.
Whose turn is it?
Whose turn?
Your turn?
Wait. It's my turn. Who asked?
Yeah.
Paul, it's my turn. Paul, what's your favorite memory of us, on or off stage?
Off stage.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Done. Next question. One of my favorite memories is how protective Sharjil is. Okay. So one day we were walking home, and it was like the snow had just melted, so there's a lot of puddles everywhere. And I was walking on the sidewalk, and Sharjil was right next to me, and Sharjil sees a car coming, and he sees the puddle on the ground, and all of a sudden he freaks out and says, "Paul, watch out!" And he pushes me out of the way, and then he bravely steps in front of the puddle going, "Ah!" And the car just drives by, and there's no splash at all because we're on a sidewalk that's like 3 feet up high, so it wouldn't even reach me at all. And I thought that was so lovely, and thank you for saving my life, Sharjil.
Of course. I gotta save people from like that. It's puddles, right? It's just sitting water. Sitting water breeds fungus, like all like fungal material. So
and you had. Well, first of all, you had so much time to get out of the way, but you decided to stay there and go. So there's a lot of my favorite memories are of you doing that kind of thing. One was when we were playing basketball, and a basketball didn't even come close to hitting me, and you said, "Bro, watch out!" and I stood there, and I saw the basketball like 4 feet away and bounced away from me, and I was, I don't know what you're doing. Another time was we were walking on the street, and so a random drop of water hit you in the eye, and you were like, "Ah! Ah!"
I remember that.
And then, like, after you freaked out, you're like, some water hit me in the eye.
It was just a drop, but it throws you off, man. Anything that lands in your eye, it just throws you off. Mm-hmm. It's happened to me. It's happened to me during the pandemic. It's even more disgusting, and even more of an event when it happens during a pandemic, because you don't want like just something about like drops of water, just falling into your eye. So I'm reacting. Nadine's like really, because I haven't like left her place since the start of the pandemic, so I've just pretty much stayed here. So she now has seen who I really am, and she would say the same thing you just said, that I overreact to everything. Like, watch out, like it's crazy. Yeah. I only show that side to people I love.
Right.
Which is everyone.
Everyone. Anytime a drop of water hits you.
It hits me in the eye. Yes.
Okay, my turn?
I believe so.
What question are we? 4? Number 4? What's... wait, no, number 3. Okay. Sharjil,
Yes.
What's your favorite comedy project, on or off stage, we've ever worked on up together?
Together? Worked on up together. So I would for sure say our disaster show was great, but but then what came after was our, oh my god, our SoCap show.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Which the full name of that, which you might have to help me on, was Paul Aihoshi, from the makers of Sharjil 20. No. Paul Aihoshi presents Sharjil 24/7.
Paul Aihoshi presents. Paul Aihoshi presents from the creators of Cool Jeans at 11:40 a.m.
Yeah.
What was it?
So no, okay. No, Paul Aihoshi and Sharjil Rasool from the creators of Cool Jeans at 11:40 a.m. Paul and Sharjil present Sharjil 24/7.
Yes,
that was our. So that was our. We got a Monday slot at SoCap at what, 10 p.m. That hot 10 p.m. slot.
Rolls off the tongue. Yeah.
Rolls off the tongue. And yeah, that was some of my best memories doing any sort of like comedic project with you, because we would just meet up and like think of like what an intro would be, but basically the show was just an open jam where we would get people to just come up and do their thing. Sometimes we would get people to do solo. But what was so special about it was, you and I got to come up with intros for it. And I remember there was one that we just recently talked about, I think, even with McCready, about coming up with a dance routine for this video game like waiting song.
Oh yeah, with the theme. I don't know. I'm trying to find the theme. I can't find it anymore. But there's like an internet version to Frogger. And the menu theme song. And we just danced to that. I got it. I ripped it off and I got it. And I just put it on a loop, so it played for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then we like came up with a dance routine, and we did that for 5 minutes just as an intro for an open jam improv show.
Yeah.
And then another night we handed out oranges for Orangeman's Day.
Yeah.
And
which has nothing to do with oranges.
But nothing to do with oranges.
Yeah.
But also, like, what was so nice was after those shows, we would then walk home together, all the way from Danforth and Broadview to the Harborfront. And then sometimes along the way, we would just stop over at Fran's Diner and, grab food. And yeah, it was just nice. Like, we got to do a fun improv show and then go on a 2-hour walk back home while stopping over at Fran's. And I really, really miss that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time. And we would come up with so much nonsense. So many crazy ideas while eating like 4 a.m. toast and
toast, exactly. Yeah. It was so special. So so that would be one of my favorite comedy projects that I've worked on with Paul.
Yeah, mine too.
So my next question, because I also realized, oh my God, we're 40 minutes in.
Yeah, no.
Paul, what's the absolute silliest thing you've ever seen me do on stage?
Okay, take your clothes off. Let's see. Silliest thing I've ever seen you do on stage. I mean, I'm trying not to think of the stuff that you did with me, because we did obviously really stupid, silly stuff. You like to show off your insecurities on stage quite a bit, and you really explore that at Second City. So and then you added one thing that you were embarrassed about a while ago, which was your belly, so you added that into one of your Second City shows, which is you sticking your finger in your belly button and shaking it, and then it jiggles. But you also do a lot of stuff with your belly. Like you also did another thing in your Second City show. You put your shirt over your head and then you're just like touching your belly. I can't remember what you're doing. It's a lot of.
It was, yeah. I think I shook my belly button.
You do that again.
Yeah.
So that's your like go-to comedy routine, I think. Anything that involves you taking off clothes. My favorite time is the scenes. These are all at Second City because I obviously would watch you at Second City perform all the time. Was when you did an archive scene where you had to take off your clothes, but you didn't get off stage in time, and then the next scene started, but you're still picking up your clothes and you're still
That's
like.
right.
And I got a photo of it. So.
I cherish that photo. Me and Emmy always cherish that photo because Emmy was on stage.
Yeah, she was on stage.
Yeah, she was doing her own thing, and then the lights come up, and you see this just half naked little kid, like me. Sorry, just grabbing his clothes and then just running off.
In panic too, like shit, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. But that's the thing. You're always there for those special moments. So pretty cool that you were there.
Yeah, I like to see you whenever. If I was still in the building, I would try to see it when celebrities came by. I'd try to watch you with celebrities, and it was a good time.
Good time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's next?
What is next? Sharjil? I guess it's Paul.
Yeah,
Paul, you gotta answer, right?
Sharjil, what's your favorite picture that I've ever taken?
Favorite picture that you've ever taken? Oh my God, you've taken. I feel like you've taken lots of great photos. Here's the thing, one of my first memories of you is you never wanted to take a proper photo. Those remember fall balls at Second City Training Center?
Mm-hmm.
I hope we're allowed to talk about other theaters. I remember at fall ball, if we were just partying at Charlotte Room and everyone's taking pictures, you were just give me the phone, let's just take whatever photos. And it's just your photo album would always be the worst photos, but they would turn out the best. And one of my favorite photos is just a fuzzy photo of me because you just grabbed it in emotion, and I look like the soul of the most evil person, this shaking brown blur. But besides photos, because whoever's watching,
we use that photo for one of our posters.
That's right. Yeah, one of our many great posters for our SoCap show. Besides being an amazing photographer, you're also an amazing artist. And the beginning of the pandemic, you drew a nice little painting of me naked in the bathroom, showering myself, based off of one of my sketches at Second City. So I also cherish. So
I think I have it here somewhere.
You have it? You may as well just show it. But it was a nice little.
I'm not sure if we can show it on the channel.
Okay, good to know.
I forgot you're naked.
I was very, very naked.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's Connor, everyone.
Connor.
Wonderful.
Thanks, Connor.
Thank you, Connor.
We need someone to watch out for what we're gonna do. Okay.
But yes. So besides being a wonderful photographer, you're an amazing artist, and I love all the weird stuff that you paint. You've got a wonderful brain. So yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wish I could say the same. No, you got a great brain too. I always go to your brain for a lot of things.
For what? I'm going to talk now with the ring light reflection.
This is where our conversation has led to. What's next? What do we got now? Hey, Connor.
That's an
Hey, Connor.
question. Hi.
Hey,
Connor.
This has been incredible.
Really?
I really enjoyed this, but we've got a bit of time left. We're going to do a speed round. So what's going to happen is I'm going to pop up questions on the screen. I'm going to pop off my face now. I'm going to pop off my face. Think about what that means. And then I'm going to ask questions via text only. I'm also going to ask that you read them aloud so that anyone watching can hear. And then you're going to point at whoever you think it, embodies that question the best. So if I were to ask, who here is the most named Sharjil?
Mm-hmm.
Sharjil. Yeah. And
that's it. Okay,
because it's mirrored on StreamYard, the pointing is going to be a little difficult, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. All right, we're gonna kick it off. Here we go.
Okay.
Who's more likely to forget their wallet?
Sharjil.
Yeah. You go.
I mean.
Yeah, we just talked about that. What also? To read out loud, who's most likely to become a stripper? So that was me,
okay.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to meet a ghost? Me. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Paul.
Me. Who's is most likely to get into a fight? Or run away from a fight.
Yeah, run away from a fight. Yeah.
Next one.
Next one.
Who is most likely to move out of Toronto? You might go to Montreal or something. I don't know.
This is true. And you might go to Aurora.
No.
Sorry,
Mom and Dad. Who is most likely to tell the truth no matter what?
I think Paul.
I think Sharjil. Wait.
Really?
What does that mean? What do you mean?
What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. What do you mean?
Who is most likely to forget people's names?
Paul.
Both of us.
Paul.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to go skydiving?
Oh, me.
Paul. Yes.
Yeah.
He's got more guts.
Yeah.
Than I'll ever have.
Who's most likely to be a spy? I'm not gonna say me.
Trick question. Haha, got him. Haha.
No, what's
Who's most likely to be an alien? Paul. And look, we're doing the E.T. E.T. Yes, that was a speed round. Amazing. Round. I thought because it was called Speed Round, if you got it wrong, things blow up, like the movie Speed.
What?
Stupid joke. There we go.
I don't think you've seen the movie Speed.
Did I not see it? Because
people don't exit.
exit.
There's no questions that they have to answer, and it's about a bus. So anyway.
Oh, that's the bus movie, right. Yeah, I'm thinking of Jeopardy.
Yeah. Same thing. Well.
Anyway, so that was like the first half of the show. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Everyone who watched, thank you so much. Thanks for having us. This was what a real treat. Thank you so much.
First time I ever talked to this guy. Yeah.
First time I ever talked to Paul.
Yeah. Thanks so much to Bad Dog. Don't forget. The links below. You can donate to Bad Dog. $3 more gets you a tax receipt.
Yum 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 yum. But also, thank you to our virtual stage manager, Connor. He's here. Like, it's just the spirit of Connor. And then we've got Avery Jean, who also coordinated this wonderful thing.
Thank you.
And of course, the artistic director of Bad Dog, Coco Galore. I mean, Coco's doing amazing things for comedy in Toronto. So thank you.
And follow her on Instagram, where you can watch her eat Japanese treats.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I look forward to it. I don't know about anyone else, but I love it.
Nice. But thank you so much.
Thank you. Anyway, this is the first half. So
it's the first half. So just go for a pee break.
Come back.
Grab a snack, and in 50 minutes we'll come back and do what we did, but in reverse.
Yeah, in reverse, reverse.
Yeah, reverse.
I
thought things blow up because of speed, Brown.
You said that backwards and forwards. Wow.
Thank you. I had so much fun, Paul. This is so nice.
I don't know. Does the show just end? Well, let's keep going. Let's see what happens.
Let's keep going. I mean, let's. We've been muted.